So I challenge you that my style should stand alone. You move pretty fast.
Here we go with the flow. Here we go, keeping up with the flow. Hyper, hyper. Sounds of the DJ hype. How we doing, fam? Are we on? 29th of May. We're chilling with the broken beats. Sounds of the DJ hype. Back in the day. 6 million ways to die. So I chose 21 Wellsen with my eyes closed. Shout going out to the Teton Massive. Where are we? Here we go. You're finding me. You're gonna do this. Oh, we're live. 2 million. 6 million ways to die. Direct energy weapons is the topic. 6 million ways to die. You remember this? Give me a shout. We've got a tea time chat. It's about the prophets. Who we got in the house? If you look at the research that you can find out on the web, there are some pretty, how would you put it, occult, secret formulations of energy out there. You've only got to look in the Bible, the Sumerian tablet, Babylonian, Akkad, Mesopotamia. Let me think, Battle of Gilgamesh. Look at the Vedic scriptures, the Indian, the Eastern traditions. What do the Japanese and the Asians call ghosts? Jin, Jin, yeah, Jin. The Eye. Who remembers the Eye and the trilogy of that? Spirits and entities and energy in general. Start scratching. That's why we love DJ Hype. Energy and vibrations. I'm looking into direct energy, DEW as they are called, Delta Echo Whiskey, and it pains me that we have this attack upon us, upon man, in various forms. Those of you that have researched 5G and the amplification, modulation of the frequencies, the LED lamps that are outside bedroom windows. There is a lot of chemicals in the food. We've had Shadow Dynamics, one of the scribes that comes on the Hangouts. Big love to your Shadow. What's he called them? Weapons in a Soft War. That's publications. Weapons for a soft weapons, silent weapons for a silent war. You've had the Zeitgeist Amendum. You've had Jack Fresco, Venus Project. And we've had reports just before Christmas, the Netherlands, Scandinavian area. There was reports of 5G systems being turned on, and once they've been turned on, birds dropped out the sky. A declination of tiny insects, butterflies, in itself is concerning. What's happening to man is very concerning, to say the least. Now we're going to focus on Brother Santos, and we're going to give him some funk. You can take from it what you want. I've asked him if he would consider doing a video where he would leave comments on, so we could have a chat with him and give our input, advice, organic, tinctures, remedies. He's aware of quite a lot, but more gallons, things like this. I'd like your input. I'd like to know if you know anybody, if you've talked about this, if others, can bring anything to the table. Is anybody else suffering from similar like conditions? If you've got any videos or articles, I'd like to know about this. And then if we go to, in the description, I'll put a link in for the .com. I want to set up, I daren't say crowdfunding campaign or anything because of Boris Johnson's being hauled across the coals for hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of fraud. We'll not get political at the minute, but we'd like to let you know that if you feel like donating and you're in England, Anglo territory, lands, realm, and you would like to show love and support for brother Santos or Santos. I always say Santos because that's how I've always said it. I don't know if it's right or wrong. What we can do is direct you to the homepage of splspro.com, and without being a member, you can use the donate function in the top right, and you can put the reference Santos, and then I will pass that on and say that we will open up a trust fund for him, and we will direct energy, love, support, funds, money, any kind of surpluses that anybody might have. If you are a student of his, if you are, in fact, a student of many here, you are a self-initiate. If you have any love, any support, any advice, anything you can give, then yeah, you put a reference in an email in the subject. Santos would be the reference. You email David at splspro.com, and once you put that reference in, then I can search my hundreds of emails easily and get all the ones with Santos topic in. And then in that body of email, you can put down country, where you are, what you know, what you found, what any of your family may or may not have suffered from. If you have found any remedy, organic remedy, holistic remedy, elements. Oh, listen to that scratching. Um, what else? So if you've had anything or know anybody, or have got any video references, literature, if you've overcome anything, and then yeah, I'm interested to divulge this and to have a look at the others that are out there. If you're suffering from anything, then yeah, maybe you want to keep that confidential. You send the email, still use the subject Santos, and DEW, a Delta Echo Whiskey. You can use that in the subject as well for the emails. Other than your comments on here, just feel free to comment and leave your input. If you want to show love to Santos, put it on here. I'm going to invite all the realm to be able to comment on here. And I've told him this morning when I had a chat with him, he was not able to sleep because of discomfort, and so I expressed my concern, the upset, and the frustration. I can't tell you much else about the chat, and I did say that I would invite him to make a video and let the comments on it and see what happens. But if he's not up to full strength, then as you know and I know, there are ones out there that like to see when you are, they kick you when you are down. They take advantage of kindness, mistake it for weakness, and we don't need that. So we'll protect the brother. If you've got love for him, if you've learned from him, if you've got any kind of connection, if you want to say thank you, if you want to discover what truly may be going on, then I'm sure that we could invest time, money, effort, love, support, knowledge, everything that the family has, and we will share this and we will work together. So I can't see the brother coming out himself and making a video and appealing, because he's quite a strong character. He's quite proud. Yeah, he's quite a legend. The realm, not just him. There are others, but he's the one that seems to be down on the energy, on the look, on the resonance. So yeah, there's a lot there. There's a lot to consider, and I'd like to think that if any one of you got ill, or if you was in the limelight, or if I get sick, or anybody else, then we would turn and help each other. Those that have knowledge to give remedy, then we'd like to hear from you. Your opinion on attacks, any information on the technology, any substance over the form, with regards to what we need to know. The testing of it is terrible because I've looked at the testing and I've kept an eye on Mark Steele. I'm in touch with a guy called Lee, who's now not known as Lee, but yeah, you might know who that is. Um, I've got a few avenues I'd like to explore myself across the continent. I've got a few over in Australia and America that are talking to me about tech stuff, their experience. We're talking DARPA, we're talking government, we're talking shadow, we're talking direct energy weapons. The brown noise was some years ago, microwave technology. Who are we? And the amplifiers, radio signals, radio telecommunications, telephone, television, telekinesis. We've covered this before. That's why we love DJ Hyde. I'd like to expand on that. If you have got insider knowledge or anything to bring up, then we'll have a hangout, especially focused on technology and what you know, what we've found, what we've got, and organite. Whereas these things that we have around the house with the special, if you don't know what these are and why they're this shape and what they contain, what they profess to do, you can see there the compound mixture. We're going to change the game. Yes, donuts, gold, toroidal shapes. Very interesting. So if you can name what that is, and if you've got one of them, yeah, if you're into your frequencies, your modulation, energy, technology, then yes, I'd like to discuss this further. I'd like to talk with the ones on the .com when I get on there later tonight, and I'll put all this into the in the Santos forum. What else was I going to mention about this? I'll link this video to the one in the forum as a reference anyway, and then we'll include you outside of the .com via this channel, and I will keep monitoring and update you, keep an eye on everything, and see what we can set a team off. We maybe need a team here designated. We could set a hangout chat up and add a few of the YouTube scribes. I would then invite you via email to email david@spowspro.com, and then 25 emails in there, so I'm getting down on. You would email me, and then you'd give me your email that I can add you into the chat with, and then should Brother Santos want to come into that chat, or I'll feed back to him, we can do it that way. I'm interested in looking at electromagnetism. That's what I was going to say when I brought that out. A lot of the, the information that this great man of mine has got revolves around energy types, the energy types, the vibration, the resonance. So along with the colloidal silver machine, where we use a tiny amount of ampage, 5 volts and 2.5 amps, and we put that in water and use electrolysis on an atomic and subatomic level, to be fair, and separate the properties of the elements. So I'd like to look at healing the body energetically, energy, electric, magnetic, radiation, which was what that brought into it. Why? And where you can reset, a bit like the pineal gland and the tricks you can do with that, acupuncture and the tricks you can do with that. I used to do a hard reset on sound systems, laptops. We got these ways of resetting systems. So I'd like to do exploratory work on this in the name of Brother Santos of the Banachi tribe, because of what he's done. If you go to Mr. Astrotheology and you look at the YouTube channel, you'll get the links to his websites, music, and so forth. I know I've got a crusade for him, and he's been a mentor of mine indirectly, and I've been a self-initiate. I've got to become a student, knowing thyself. Once you know thyself, then you can begin to heal thyself. I know he's frustrated, and I know what his opinions are on what's going on. And he's expressed them on all the videos he's been on, so you can take it. I'm not here to put words in his mouth. I'm only going to echo what I've heard, what I feel. I said to you the other day, through my research, and the Bible prophets, the prophets of the Bible. Now those names in the Bible are prophets. Those books and those stories, as I've said, predicted. It's a pinpoint accuracy from the past by the Elohim all the way for the future. There's messages there. There's information there. There's a good energy. There's a wholesome energy. There's the Most High, and there's the ultra low. And we do live in the duality. And I'm afraid that there is a dark side. This, listen, and it has got a dark side, as you remember from the music. He does say dark side. Yeah. Yes, and we know all about the dark side, satanistic worshippers, those that dress in black. When you've been in the shadows, in the streets, very low, suicidal, and DJing, crashing cars, falling off cliffs, humble as we are, we have experiences. The dark side is something that we're wary of, but we are not scared of. We will walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and we will have no fear, because thou art with me. Thou, the Most High. This Renegade, what's that tune now? We got Omni Trio, Renegade Snares, Shadow of the Valley, original, unknown, Shadow of the Valley. That's an old jungle beats there. So I'm used to mixing dark side. I'm used to the dark side. I interface with the dark side, and I don't like it. I'm aware it's there. To ignore it or to think it's not there is futile. So what is the dark side? Who are the dark side? Dark side are liars. Boris Johnson being hauled into court because someone's protested with the magistrates to say that there's been a what would we call it, an abuse of power, something in office, I believe it's called. Yeah, in an office there, and being in an office and being responsible and telling fibs. And I'm not saying this has happened. The BBC have reported today, the 29th of May, I do believe, yes, 29th of May 2019, that the honey monster is going to be hauled before the courts, public display, show there. And energy, bad energy, lies, the Gulf War, death, bombing, family, foreign war policy, our, direct interaction with this. It is an occult dark beast, and it doesn't like love. They don't have empathy. They don't have compassion. They don't have consideration. Not like we do. Not like we have the area of ability to have our discretion. We use our discretion. We think with the head. We think with the heart. We think with the gut, and we balance all. The interface with the legal system is quite cold. Give me your comments. How have you found it? Dark satanic cults, taking siblings away from their family, from the mum and the dad. I brought a video out on Facebook last year about a little boy that was taken from his family from a bedroom on a top bunk. I don't know if you saw that going round, but that was disgusting. The legal system, brother and lost soul, Alfie, no matter what the politics are around that, of the Evans clan, yeah, another lost soul was taken there. This was worldwide news. The video that I did for that had 8,000 views in 24 hours. It was one of the most popular, hard-hitting videos that we put out, topic-wise and time-wise. So we are not dogs. We don't wear the dog tags, okay? We don't run in packs. We are tribesman, countryman, fellow man, brother, brethren, sisterhood. We're on the alpha course, and this alpha, whether you like it or not, there are female and male alphas. Santos is a male alpha. He was a leader of the pack, and if he can be, he still, I think, will be up there with the front runners of the brains of Australia, Britain, America, the realm. But if we allow him to take a slip, and we don't support, he won't come out and ask for support, I don't think. And I had a chat with him today, and I love you, I love everybody. I especially love that man, and I want to see if we can help him. That's it. I'm not saying we can cure him. I'm not saying we've got the answer. All I'm saying is, let's fire the flare. The flare is gone in all areas, calling all, and I will continue to deal with the dark side on your behalf. We, Kevin, I, Smithy, Greg, we are there you know, to interface and manage and protect and barrier. We will go and stand forth on the front line, and others that can do this will join us and stand with us. We will be the shield, and we will be the protection. We will be the voice. But we need you to support. We need you to help and to interact. And you know, if you've got your eyes open at the minute, yeah, no matter where you look, there's an area of concern in all of the fundamental areas of UK corporate, you know, established legal positions. I don't think there's one area that's safe. It looks like the walls are crumbling, Babylon is tumbling, and they have got a plan. Okay, Boris isn't going to be taking up there. Um, there's so many things going on. So the topic is war, soft war, you know, the attacks on man, whether that be civil infractions, locking up. You know, we've mentioned it before. It's a military. Yeah, the military have got a lot of technology. We don't get to see it. They don't share it with us. They weaponize it. If they can't weaponize it, it will be brought out, you know, as a commodity, much like the television. The mind control device is what it's patented as. So your mind control device, known as your television, that's your telecommunication. So if a television is part of telecommunications and it can be used as a weapon, as a mind control device that operates on what? Frequency, resonance, harmonics. It gives out a picture, which is color frequency, and it gives out a sound, which is sound frequency. It hypnotizes you with refresh rates and flickers and hertzes. It affects people with what's the word now when you have that attack, you have epilepsy. So it's telling you it's affecting the brain, because those that watch a rave event with the strobes back in the day to this madness, you can have an epileptic attack. So that's telling you that that digital interface operating on an electromagnetic level is attacking you there. So with the telly, you know, the telly, everything, we need to be wary. And I, for one, would like to embark on Josh X. I'll catch up with him, and we would like to yeah, see what we could put out there holistically, flush wise, detox wise, much like when you flush your system. How would you flush yourself? Reset points, acupuncture points, your work, your discovery, your videos. You put the links in, or you email them to me, and I'll put them on the .com, and then I'll put them in another video. Whatever you send me in the descriptive part. Sometimes when we have guests on the Hangout, we'll put their channels and the links and everything. So whatever you send me, I will put into the link section of that video from you, from the emails, when we next go live with this topic. If you'd like to come on the Hangout, I'll have to have a chat with you and vet all of that and arrange that so we can have guests on. Documents, studies, anything in the realm that's out there for us publicly, that's been, you know, published in any kind of institutional academic way. I'd like to hear from you and get that. I've got a bit myself, and we'll just continue to watch, continue to monitor. We're watching the skies, you know, we're watching a lot of places, and yeah, I'm sorry, the world seems to have between the border of Hungary and Romania, they've had golf balls coming down like that, if not bigger, of hail. It's very, very bizarre how nature can turn very, very fierce, very, very fast, and without much warning. So, you know, I'm not trying to scare anybody here, but these are, you know, these weather conditions and these weather patterns, brought to you by Anonymous. No, you know, real positive message other than, hey, are you scared? Here's Anonymous with another scary video. No, you know, solution, no dialogue, just a lot of scary frames, news reports, and the end of the world times being predicted. So it doesn't really help anybody, Anonymous fam, all right, while you're hiding your face and bringing out all this information within torrents with no structure, no design to it, no model of any kind. So thank you, but no thanks. I've stopped watching your videos and I've unsubscribed because I refuse to join that. And what we will do is take a look around, and yeah, I've got another half of the video to bring you for the work that I brought out, the Papal Seas. That's going to be at the weekend, and I think that's it. That'll do. We'll just send our love to brother Santos. Give me your comments and so forth on here. I will send him a link to this video and say I've done this, as I mentioned this morning, and just say that we'll continue to monitor, backup support, and do our usual due diligence and research. another way. Andy, Angela, UK column news, eye opener, hi all. Okay, thank you for that. Column, obelisk. Hello, Michael. Oh, when I was trying to go to sleep, and I was talking about the three horns being plucked out of the 10 horns of the kingdom and a little horn coming up. Well, the three horns being plucked out of the kingdom. There's a horn in Washington, there's a horn in London, and there's a horn in the Vatican. Just as I was going to sleep, a little voice said to me, "Three horns. We got them. They've been plucked from Egypt, and now they're in other lands." All right, thank you for that. Yes, hi, I'm just tuning in. Sounds like Santos is sick. Doesn't he know about UT? Yeah, he's been sick for a long time. Playful yogi, on and off. See his channel and videos, and I can tell you as much as I know what is revealed. And all right, Angela, we'll catch up. There's a lot going on. Yes, I Funk Star. Make the use of the time. Yeah, yeah. Send you good vibes. Copper block EMF. Thank you, Mike. Orgonite, that's that. That's what it is. Yes, I Orgonite. Thank you, Angela. Trial notification. Well done, Roger Federer. Okay. Man-made weather. I saw that massive ones in America to all weather manipulation. All right. So whatever you know, thank you for that. All your comments, Scribes. Much love. I am going to keep you updated, and I'm going to go through my archives, bits and bobs. I will look and do my own research and look for PDF documentation. I've got the publication of the silent weapons for soft wars or something. I forget the title now, but I've got that somewhere. You must recognize that in the fourth industrial revolution and the quantum, we talk about quantum. We're not qualified to. Yes, we are. We're just not from the indoctrinative academy. So whereas we haven't got all of the technicals on it, we've done our research and due diligence, and it seems to me that the quantum computing, the quantum mechanics, electricity, currency, it is all energetic, and these systems of Skynet, Cyberzynes. I've got a T9 in there, a Chinese TV box player that I'm testing out. We have to be conscious of this. It seems that all around us, technology is kept retarded, lower standard than what is out there. You know how far behind we are. So I think we'd be truly shocked if we knew the ultimate capability, the technology standards at the minute, and how far behind we've got. The solar systems, we've got we're getting there, but we should have had this 100 years ago. Jack Fresco, bless him, late great, R.I.P. Larry King, 1970 summer. Matthew told me in Sheffield when I first met him, he showed me the Larry King show where you find Jack Fresco telling you about the projects and what can be done and how to stop pollution and stop deaths and all of this. So you'd argue that the money overweighs, and it does seem that we're working it backwards. So along with the children and their protest around the realm, we'll start protesting. And I will check the comments on the notifications. I'm going down, I'm catching up with everything with a little bit of time off. I am doing a fantastic amount of headway, as you can see. So stand by, and thank you very much, Scribes. Max Planck mentioned in uni joint papers. Yes, geoengineering. Yeah, there was even a film brought out, weren't there, to show you what they were doing. Funk Star. Yep. The Mother Earth style, she won't take what we're giving out much longer. So we've got a lot to, watch out for and to balance. We've got the youth telling us they're not happy, and yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. I've had a chat, as I said when I was doing the solar panel and battery video earlier. It was only a brief one, and yeah, I just said I'll let the Anglo massive know what's going on, and we'll catch up, and we'll see when he comes on. You'll be prepared, and you'll have hopefully some topics, videos, articles, discussion, something articulate that we can check on with. And I do believe that there is a way of getting your body filled with mineral metals, magnesium, zinc, iron, silver, gold, these kind of ones, not just any metals, not heavy metals. Once your system or your 12 systems are full of the correct, and you're at the correct alkalinity, we take the Bob Beck's machine. Oh, killer bees. And we take the Bob Beck's machine, and we would then put the small current between the two veins, and you pass it. Obviously, we'd be the guinea pig and test this out for you. And then it's not endorsed by the medical association at all. And you would pass the current through, and you'd clean your blood that way. You'd have a blood analysis, a full blood analysis, independent, a hair, a skin, DNA, all of that, you know. And then, for God's sake, they've got a machine called CRISPR. That's a genetic splicing machine, but we're not allowed access to that. All those running around looking for cures for cancer with Macmillan and other such cancer charities, when they find the cure and they bring out the cure for cancer, how much do you think it's going to be? It doesn't matter that you've run a marathon. It doesn't matter that you've eaten lots of cancer-causing, fat-filled cakes and coffees and cups of tea. It doesn't matter that you've raised 200 grand for Macmillan and other such cancer-related. You know, the Cancer Act put us onto this, to be fair, how it's rigged. You look at the Cancer Act and how it's regulated. You think with a thing like cancer, every man and his dog could have a go at trying to find a remedy, because once we find a remedy, we'll all be able to benefit. So just think, the dogs have been released, the hounds have been released, the hounds of hell, and they are running rife and they are restricting our rights. So, yeah, we have a right to do this privately ourselves as man of the land, you know, and we would find the remedy and we'd give it away for free. Open source technology, taking the crack off the cocaine, you know, addict, or the cocaine off the cocaine addict, the crack off the crack addict. You know, that's just bad, real bad, that man would fund, yeah, all of these charities. Here's another one for you. Here's another how they're doing it here. You go to the hospital for an operation and you want to park up at a hospital in the United Kingdom, you have to pay. You go to a council building, you know, a public services building in the United Kingdom, and you might want to go swimming, you're going to pay through the nose to go swimming, and also you've got to pay to park. You see, they will charge you whatever you let them. Now, we don't let them, we don't want it, we're saying no. You know, I'm quite bold to do this myself. I haven't really had much preparation. I don't really know where it's going to go, but all I know is the intent is right. When the intent is right, good things will come from it. Please share, you know, download, show your brother, the idiot fool, self-governing private sovereign man, though. How much as an idiot fool? As long as you're private and self-governing, you're all right. And yeah, we'll see where we go. You've got my email, david@splspro.com. And if you go to www.splspro.com, you can find a donate button on our homepage. And if you are so kind to donate, if you want to be named publicly, we will name you. You can write a message to Santos. I will pass that message on. I will announce all of the ones that want to be named and where you're from, what you do, and we will pass on any funds to him from our trust. Perhaps set up a fund for the Santos Trust Fund, and anybody similar that's in this realm, you know, we could take it from there and develop it in our own private way with our private remedy. And we can cure stuff in the private. We're looking to cure, to fix, to kill it dead. Okay, kill them with the no, heads high. You know, this kind of mentality. No more workarounds. No more deadlocks. No more, you know, side effects. Let's get straight to it. I'm going to the organ grinder, having a chat and bypassing the monkey. All right, on a mission. MSM organic sulfur. Yes, Chillstar. Grow love, everyone. Oh, still Earth. That's nice. That's worthy of a fist bump. We are growing love. Matt David, no, it's got Joe for fixing people who hard cancer. There you go. That's right. We're aware of that as well. Yeah, the black shadowy demony organization can't have man going around curing man. That's not possible. We can't have well people going about no money and wellness. Yeah, they are scumbags, right? Yeah, so that's it. That's all we got to say. You know, as soon as man's got the time, the love, the energy, he will be there. But there's no point chatting to somebody who's not very well and not very cognitive. The chat he did on the Leap project and the latest video is uploaded called Raising Man on Mr. Astrotheology. He got some excellent form, some excellent. I just got blown away, to be fair. I was like, wow, I have to watch them two again. And I've got a job to do here, Anglo side. I've sent him a link of the video that I did, the hour and 29, I think it is, the secondary papal sees Rome, God, you know, prophet, so forth, Daniel, and how I see it with the statue Nebuchadnezzar, how it is written, and from the research and input we've had from everywhere, we are very, very close here, very close, and we don't want to lose anybody when we're this close to the milk and honey process. So I realise the information isn't to everyone's liking, taking, understanding, but you know, it will drop into place. It will become clear, and I'll make sure that we get a nice time with ourselves and others that may come on to divulge and discuss every and all opportunities, options for technology effects. And yeah, perhaps I'll touch base with Josh, see when he's free. We'll see if we get. I told Santos we've got a brother called Josh that's quite very knowledgeable amongst you lot and myself with efforts that we can do. So I've offered that at some point in the future. I'm confident. Good times ahead. Big up. The Shivites dropped in. Big up everybody. Big up DJ Hype, one of my favourite old school DJs. This is a 25-year-old CD, I think. Still sounds as good as a day. Yeah. Hyper, hyper. I'm the Pied Piper. Fast music. I can't be chilling out. Got hundreds of jobs to be doing. So thank you all. We'll give a boom, shiver, or tum, and we'll be back soon. That's my last cast for today. I'm now going to be on the email side after dinner. Emails, Michael. Maybe I'll give you a nudge, see what you're doing, and then yeah, we'll catch you at the weekend. All right, fam. So we send comments, please, links, anything of relevance. If you're picking this up on the replay, we would like those contacts to be nudged, those headers in the emails, Santos and DEW, Direct Energy Weapon, to enable me to search through them. And then your links and that onto here, please. And we'll see you at the weekend. I'll see what I can gather up and what we can bring to you. Are we done? Are we good? I believe we are. Back to tennis. Don't play toilet tennis. It's boring. Soon over. Peace and love. Ciao, Bello. I'll see you later. You're out tonight. All right, then give me a nudge tomorrow, and we'll catch up when I'm in Birmingham. All right.